Hi, welcome back to another episode of Hobby Business. Today I want to highlight some really cool cards from the 1970 Topps set. My last video I made titled Vintage Cards Are Not Safe Long-Term Investments. I put out some reasons behind why I think that you should be cautious with vintage cards and not just assume that they're always going to be long-term safe hold type investments. I believe there is risk in the vintage card market, but it doesn't mean that I don't love vintage cards. There are some really cool cards that are out there, and today I just wanted to highlight the 1970 Topps set, and we're just going to kind of run through some cool cards. I do want to say, for context, this Beckett from February 1st, 2021, or excuse me, from 2001, when they had the value for it, they said that the complete set, I'm sorry, I'm not very technologically savvy to share this with you, but the complete set was worth $1,350, and that was 21 years ago. So, I don't know what you consider the complete set worth today or what it would garner. But just kind of a point of context, 21 years ago, well, actually, no, 22 years ago now. Wow, it's 2023. So 22 years ago, the Beckett was valuing this set at $1,350 in a near mint condition. So, without further ado, we're just going to kind of run through some cool cards. The 1970 Topps set was a 720 card set, and it is just chock full of very cool cards, tons of Hall of Famers, tons of awesome cards. So we're just going to kind of roll through. Got the Sporting News All-Star cards right here. So there's Ron Santo, Rod Carew. Here's Jim Palmer, Willie McCovey. When I was a kid, I was a big Willie McCovey fan. I had a couple Willie McCovey cards that were later playing years cards that I just thought were super cool. I think really strong ball player and has some cool cards. So anyways, Orlando Cepeda. There's a Doc Ellis. So it's just kind of, for context here, I'm running through a lot of what I think are really cool cards. Some cards are worth significantly more than others. I'm really not going to take note of that. I'm just trying to show off some of the cool cards that are in this set. The gray border, the different coloring with the color match and the letters, I think is way ahead of their time. In the 1970, right? Everybody's all about color match these days. Topps was, way ahead of it. So pretty cool. Larry Boa, rookie stars. There's a Joe Morgan. Look at that Astros uniform. I think that's cool. With the star trailing across. Bob Gibson, Tony Oliva, Raleigh Fingers without the mustache. Pre-stash, Hank Aaron, Pete Rose, Cleon Jones, Milt Pappas, Jim Hunter. I think that Oakland, the stitching on there and the lettering on that jersey is really cool. That's pretty neat. Gaylord Perry, Don Sutton, Mike Shannon, Buck Martinez, Jerry Kuzman, Pittsburgh Pirates team card. So one way, to kind of, for team collectors, the team cards are really cool. And for some folks, it might be the way that they get, their hands on a quote unquote Clemente card or a Maserati card. Might be team cards are always fun. Cool. Willie Mays, Joe Pepitone, Maury Wills, Johnny Bench. Look at that old school catcher's glove and a pinstripes. Was such a great card. I don't know, just classic. And the 1970s has a lot of, multiplayer cards on it. National League rookie stars here. Boots Day, Oscar Gamble, just pretty cool. LK line, Tito Francona. The old school batting glove almost looks like a golf glove. But cool picture. Ernie Banks, Nolan Ryan. So now the Nolan Ryan card, I know I said I wouldn't point out value or whatever, but the Nolan Ryan card, from my understanding and from everything that I've seen over time, is still the most valuable card in the set, if you stumble across one. Frank Robinson. I think Frank Robinson is, I don't know if underappreciated is the appropriate word. And my perspective of Frank Robinson is that he's underappreciated in the history of baseball. I could be off, but that's my thoughts. San Francisco Giants team card. Ron Santo. That's look at the pictures on that one. That's one of the cool things I like about these multiplayer cards is you can see, the pitching leaders from the year, Tom Seaver, Phil Nerko, Fergie Jenkins, Juan Marshall. That's pretty cool to have a card like that. So it's kind of neat how they did that. Rod Carew, Bill Mazeroski. For some reason, this is a card I really think is cool. I don't know if you can see because you can see the dugout and the green grass. You've got the stirrups and everything. Just a really cool card. Bobby Bonds, New York Yankees team card. And the end of this first stack here, Roberto Clemente. We'll go into the second stack. Excuse my... There we go. We got a nice Lou Brock. Red Shondice as a manager. Lou Piniella. This could be my favorite All-Star rookie. I know it's not a cup, but trophy on a card. That design I think is really cool. So Lou Piniella, Tom Seaver, Bill Buckner, Dodgers rookie card, Willie McCovey, Fergie Jenkins, Brooks Robinson, Steve Carlton, Juan Marichal, Ted Williams as a manager. Just cool to have Ted Williams on a card. Joe Torre, Thurman Munson rookie stars, Billy Williams, Manny Mota, Harmon Killebrew, Earl Weaver as a manager rookie card, or not rookie card, excuse me, as a manager card. It almost looks like Baltimore's in the baby blues on the jersey there. It could just be the lighting. I don't know if the Orioles ever had a blue jersey or if it's just the stamping or the inking or the shade of the camera. But cool Earl Weaver card. Reggie Jackson, Jim Cott. Here's a Tony Oliva, Rod Carew, Reggie Smith, the batting leaders. This one has a small pinhole at the top there. That's one thing I think that over time, pinholes I think are an opportunity for people to realize that. I think when you send a card off to get graded, I don't grade a lot of cards, but I think my understanding is a pinhole might get you an automatic 1, regardless of what the rest of the card looks like. If you have any more insight on that, I'd love to hear the thoughts below in the comments. Like I said, I don't do a lot of grading. I've sent one submission in my life away for grading. But Willie McCovey, Ron Santo, Tony Perez, RBI leaders. You got the American League RBI leaders with Harmon Killebrew, Boog Powell, Reggie Jackson. I mean, just an amazing set, right? I went through and pulled the stars out of the set and, deep stacks of just really cool cards right here. Willie McCovey, Hank Aaron, Lee May, the home run leaders. And more home run leaders for the American League here. Frank Howard, Harmon Killebrew, Reggie Jackson. You got the ERA leaders there. ERA leaders for the American League. I'm not going to name off all these. I think this one is a little bit of an overkill. Top 6 seems to be a lot on a card. Not a lot of real estate there for all 6 of them, but Still, there it is. It's another, card like this. Let's say you're a Bob Gibson collector. Sometimes those multiplayer cards are a nice way to get into a card that you like. I bet if I was a Fergie Jenkins collector, this would be a really cool card to have with Fergie all up top and the largest. So, strikeout leaders, batting leaders, Bob Clemente, Pete Rose, Cleon Jones. Pretty cool. The World Champions card of the Mets. This is card number 1 in the set. So, I always find it amazing how bright the ink stays over, the decades. So, it's a real sharp-looking card. Number 1. Vita Blue. One of the only baseball players that I know that has a band named after, or a band that has the same exact name, Vita Blue. Carl Yastrzemski, Atlanta Braves team card, Willie Stargell, Juan Marichal, Johnny Bench, Frank Robinson, Hank Aaron, the Sporting News All-Star, Matty Alou, Carl Yastrzemski, Reggie Jackson, Pete Rose, and then ending on Brooks Robinson. So, hope you enjoyed the recap of the 1970 Topps highlights of cards I pulled from the set to show off. Hope you have a great day. If you like this type of video, I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy 2023, and I'll talk with you next time.